Nemesis allá hasta maestro.
There she goes.
And 02, follow the 14, cleared for visual overhead approach, runway 24, contact the tower at 6 DME at 3000.
Alpha Bravo from 207.
13 miles. Fox 1.
Oh, Jesus.
Go 20.
Okay, so
Copy both flags. That's affirmative.
Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is 81 Banana, and I am very proud to be able to present to you one of the last matches of season 2025-2026 of ACWS tournament between FTQ and Nemesis. Teams are on time and already taken or manned the aircrafts. You see FTQ. They are doing that from Senaki, I believe, as the red team. And if you want to know who is flying today for FTQ, they will be Turbo, Vehicle, and Wonder in F-16, and we have Birdlaw in F-18 on the side. Senaki, and the opponent tonight is Nemesis International and Greek mix. They are blue. They start from Tbilisi, Lochini, and we have Officer Kikaku, who transferred himself to Nemesis, baseball, and slide. They are also ready for F-16s. Please let me know once ready. And so we can start. We'll watch the blue side taking off in the round 1, and then in round 2 we go to Tanaki Koki, and we will watch the other team taking off. So Nemesis basically was a pure Greek team. They have some pilots, some new pilots, so they're more or less international, but the skin is very much focused on the origin of the team. Nice gray and gold skin they have. FTQ is ready. Thank you. And Nemesis should be also ready at any time. For F-16s, I would see the advantage of SA is slightly with FTQ because of the F-18 Hornet. But we will see how they utilize that. So we have very, very few matches still remaining from the last season. So we are closing the season very soon. So if your team is one of those who is still expecting to fly any matches, please do so. So we can close the session, and then we plan for the next session with some improvements. I don't want to reveal much, but we are going to have improvement for good, and we learned a lot in the first session. Me as a small part of the organizing team, and we will then take advantage of those lessons learned and best practices, and we're gonna deliver that even better in the coming season. So stay tuned. FTQ is ready. Blue is also ready. Okay, thank you. So counting down from 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go, go, go. Okay. Match is officially started. Guys, let me know, please. Write in the chat if sound is good, game sound is good. You see my voice, and then soon the music. If I Okay, now you need also, should be able to hear also the music. So let me know if it is okay to hear all of that music, games, and my bad voice. Here we go. Round 103, FTQ versus Nemesis Hellenic Air Wing. We had flawless takeoff from Tbilisi, and we have also 3 in the air. Okay, we have 2. Mako is also there. Red has 1 guy on the ramp. Please disconnect. Okay, vehicle disconnected. Okay. Okay. We have a DC. Sure. Okay. Good luck. As long as you can, let's say, reslot as long as your wheels are not in the air. Hey, Rage is there. Welcome to the show. Revenge from FTQ is also there. Yeah, yes sir, you're in time. We have 60 seconds of delay in the stream, so I can respond as quick as I want, but you will hear it with a delay. So Mako in F18 is gonna be the one who is replacing vehicle. So we have Turbo, Birdlaw, Wonder, and Mako. Yeah, for sure. F18 Hornet is taking off as a last guy. He wants to be as long as possible in the air with the face towards the battle area to play the AVAX, right? So this is the guy who gives the best SA to the other 3. They share data link, and this is really good to have an F18. These guys probably already see the blue side from 100 miles slowly, but the blue side is, yeah, probably now starting seeing the red. So the advantage is that probably blue is not seeing this F18. The blue is probably doesn't see this one, see these 2, and then need to search around, see where is the other 2, where are the other 2. But the F-16s here are seeing all 3 of them, or all 4, tank F-18 from a far distance, and they can rearrange themselves, right? And if they need to change anything ad hoc, then they can do. They have the time. They can just adjust towards the enemy. Okay, on the right side, we have a very close formation here. We'll see. What's the plan? This was Officer and who is that? Ikaku. In the middle slide, and left is baseball. Probably baseball is going to fire something. He's very, very high. He has a chance to do that. Is he firing? So, with regards to the armament, you take 4 AMRAAMs and 2 IRs. As long as I can remember, there is a limitation. And the AMRAAMs you take are Bravo ones, not the Charlie ones. So we have a late shot from baseball across the field, while Wonder has already shot 1 AMRAAM on him. So now he needs to, from one side, keep turbo in his radar gimbal to let this missile track, and the other side needs to also fly away from this missile. So he does it as long as it is possible, and then because it was a little bit critical for him to stay in that situation, or let's say attitude, he decides to go back, and this way this missile is probably not tracking and just is wasted. So he was high, he was fast, he just fired a little bit too late, maybe 2 seconds late. If okay, slide and Wonder here in the south. Ikaku goes back, goes low, goes far away, and tries probably here to do a grinder with Officer, while Slide here and on the bottom side of the combat zone is in close touch with Wonder and Birdlaw. Baseball flying higher, lower, not higher, flying lower, getting high, ascending, and coming all the way to support, and very quick. So teams are very, very calculated at the moment, I would say. Nobody is risking too much. There's some missile exchanges up there, but it is not that they're very close and they have a kill chance. Yeah, Rage writes, and 2 Fox 1. Yes, when you fly F-18, for sure you can also take Fox 1 with you, but yeah, in case of F-16, you're limited to 4 AMRAAM, Bravo, and 2 IRs of your choice. The only thing is you're not allowed to take AMRAAM Charlie version and AIM-9 X-ray. So this is probably here a good shot from baseball from 24,000 feet. And this missile is quite fast. It's 1,800 knots. Birdlaw gives a shot. Usually the one who fires later has a better chance to just defeat the missile and get back and be a threat, because he is getting rid of the opponent's missile faster. In that case, Birdlaw trying to notch. You saw the missile. The missile flew over his head. Well done. Perfect notch we saw here. No casualties anymore. Kikaku is flying away from a missile. Is he able to do so or not? Yes, it does. He does. No casualties yet. Very well done. Everything is happening around the bullseye. Nobody is in the other side's zone. Oh, we lost one down here. Yes, Wonder got down baseball with an AMRAAM and we missed it. I wish we had attack view. And here, this is also very difficult now for Kikaku to get away of. No. Now it's 4 versus 2, and it's very, very hard to come back from a 2v4 situation. Nevertheless, if officer makes to kill Wonder now, then they have a slight chance to do a good comeback. Come on, they need to get close to each other. They need to support each other mutually. He needs to fly towards slide. Not turning into the enemy. Now, while facing 2. He's going for a shot even. Yeah, still 2 slammers. And 2 IRs. Up there's a fire there. He didn't see or he is so stuck or just, let's say, hypnotized by the lock that he had on the enemy, and he took him down, that he maybe forgot or was so greedy to go for defensive act and slide here. This is the last guy. Is defending, turning back. Well done, slide. Now, if he makes, let's see what Birdlaw has. Birdlaw has still, ooh, look at that. F-18 is already out of, I believe Birdlaw didn't take the full amount of armament he could. And with that, he was really short of missile, kind of. Now we have here the last slammer, I think, or is it an IR? It's an IR. So if a slide doesn't get any RWR, if by chance he makes to fly away from that missile, which is not possible, and he had a perfect chance to just turn around everything, because Wonder had only one AIM-9 and Mako had also no slammers. So 2 IRs and Nemesis had 2 slammers still. So theoretically could turn everything upside down, which didn't happen. Now, we need to wait and see if one of these guys is able to go and land safely. So, they're getting rid of their missiles. They're firing their missiles off the rail to get even lighter. When I look at the pylons here, I think that F-18 flew only with with less number of missiles she could carry, just because they wanted to save weight and with that fuel and be faster. F-18 is very slow when he's full loaded, and they probably calculated that they don't need as many missiles that F-18 can carry. And here you see they have enough fuel. F-16 is burning all the way, and probably there will be no problem to get back. The distance for F-16 is on 62 miles kind of, and he's 27,000 feet high and is getting faster. And look, F-18 is already at 38,000 and dropped the last AIM-9 down. Hope it's not falling on anybody's head, as landing in the middle of Caucasian woods. So it's go. I believe that they're gonna go and land. So guys, let's play a short ad here. We need to also say a big thank to Master Arms for providing us the servers and the support that they gave us during the whole season, and hopefully we can satisfy and have them as a great sponsor for the upcoming season. So while these guys are in the air, send you to a short ad, and we're gonna be back in about a minute. So welcome back, guys. This is still 81 Banana, and this is the first round of the match between FTQ and Nemesis Hellenic Air Wing. And FTQ so far has made to kill 4 of the other sides, and they lost 2 airframes, and they're getting back home with one F-16 and one F-18. And you see how much fuel they have. They're burning. At least the F-16 is burning all the way, and the F-18 is already going for dive on Tanaki. So actually they could wait till they hear they could go back, but it's okay because they had a long way. They could fly over the line here when they hear that they can't go on right, so it's a return to their own airfield. But you need to be careful if you're around the bubble border. Then you need to wait for the message because you need to take as a control of the battle area for a certain time. This is how the script is and how it works. So very careful if you go out. Then the battle area is contested, and probably the result's going to be a draw, and that's what you don't want. So you need to wait till that script message comes, said, yeah, you are good to go and land or return to your base. So what happened, Rage? Don't you hear me, or? Okay, let me see. I need to check on the add sound. Okay, we'll check on that during the break. So that we play that with sound. The question is why the sound is not there. Maybe I could do that, but let's watch this guy's landing first, and then we can do that with the sound of the advertisement too later on. So okay, F-16 is faster, takes over F-18, probably because F-16 they came at the same time, and F-18 can land with a lower speed than F-16. So if F-18 it landed first and then were not, let's say, on the side of the runway so that F-16 can land on the other half, then there would be a problem. Now F-16 lands, he needs 160, 165 miles, knots, sorry, approximately, depending on the weight of the aircraft. But F-18 needs less than this, and this way they can avoid any kind of collisions while they're landing. Good, well done, perfect landing from F-16, great stuff. Good. So what we need to do, I need to wait till these guys come to full stop, and then I restart the server. We come back in about 2 minutes with the second round, and then we're gonna see how this will go for both teams. So stay with us. Gonna see you in a couple of minutes again.
Top Gun 556, fly heading 040, maintain 16,000, report to field in sight. Attitude.
There she goes. Hey, what's going on there?
Bandit 02, follow the 14, cleared for visual overhead approach, runway 24, contact the tower at 60 and me at 3000.
Alpha Bravo from 207.
13 miles. Fox 1.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay, sweet.
Copy both flags.
Running a dedicated DCS server can be complex, time-consuming, and expensive. And after all that effort, you still might not get the smooth, seamless experience you're looking for. That's why virtual pilots and virtual squadrons choose MasterArm as a ready-for-immediate-use solution and for peak efficiency. With low latency, high stability, and uncompromising performance, MasterArm ensures that every maneuver, every decision, and every shot counts. Stay mission ready. Fly with confidence. MasterArm has your six. Get your server at www.masterarm.de.
So I hope you heard the ads this time. I think I could figure out what it was. So let me just quickly update. I didn't make it. Now we have round 2 and FTQ. Blue score. I need to change it now. FTQ 1, Nemesis. No, for now. The first time chat from Shari or I am Shari 7. But good luck everyone. Thank you. Welcome to the show. 8. So a vehicle gets disconnecting again and again, and this way somebody is gonna take his place. Red is ready, blue is also ready. I think, or not yet. They use the countdown of the mission itself, so it also works like that. You have a script. As soon as both teams say ready, then the mission gonna count down, so I don't need to do that. So less to do for me. Good. Fuck everyone. And with that, we have the second round of the match started. So let me see. We can give away some bits, whatever they call, at Twitch. Let me go and do a prediction stuff. The prediction is like, are we going to see the third round? Means that the round 2 goes to Nemesis or not. And the 2 possible answers are yes or no. Let's contribute that to, let's say, set it for 5 minutes. Start the prediction now. And you can predict in the next 5 minutes if you think that we will see a third round or not, and then at the end you can win if you are among the people who have predicted rightly. Then you will get some bits, kind of that from which I'm not very familiar with all these hit stuff, but probably there's something there in the cloud you can win. So go for it. Prediction is on. And fight's on. So, oh, I need to get back and give you some good views. Sorry, I'm not an octopus. So here we have the 2 bubble lines here. The one you shouldn't pass when you get into that, and the other one is the green one when you get alert when you go over it and getting close to the red line. Actually, we don't need it. We just stay with the waypoints that we have, or can also activate that. So you can see it when I have also not chosen any of those airframes. So blue is getting into the bubble at the same time as red. We have a slight change, as I said. On the blue side, we have evil replacement, and a vehicle can't fly again because of the disconnects. And Bird Law, Mako, and Wonder. And we have again 1 F-18, 2 F-18s this time. Birdlaw and Mako in two F-18s, and we have F-16s flown by Evil and Wonder at the tip of the spear. And here on this side, again, the same stuff. Officer and Kikaku. Is that the Kikaku? Yeah. Going right, going together. And Slide is in the middle. And a baseball again left. All F-16s. And we will stay here, see who is gonna fire the first missile. Oh, one tank is here missing. What's happened here? Could be that he taxied before the rearmor refuel was done. And I am interested in seeing what the armaments F-18 is carrying. Probably the center tank is dropped. Could be that it's empty so early or not. But they could not bring more missiles than that. So 4 AMRAAMs and 2 Sparrows and 2 IRs. So, and from the other, yeah, I don't see also any tanks here. So it could be that they have no tanks with them. Here we have one AIM-7 in the air here. Let me turn on the label. This is not annoying anybody, I think. Everybody knows how M7 symbology is, not to mix it up with a box tree fired in STT mode. Baseball didn't fire anything in the first pass, probably because Birdlaw was very, very far away, and he had the order to fly across the field. So from the missile consumption perspective, Blue was pretty much large. Here they have 3 missiles in the air. Nemesis is very careful for sure. They know that this is the last round that they play when they lose, and they don't want it. So they should be a little bit more careful. On the other side, FTQ doesn't also need to go and do any risk. Here, Evil. His first round flying. Vehicles replacement. When I am allowed to say that. I know there's no replacement for vehicle, but he is flying instead. Taking 1 missile out of Slide's arsenal. Again, one from Birdlaw and either baseball. I think baseball or officer, one of them. I think baseball. Then Mako and probably officer. So many missiles in the air. So I think Red is doing a better job being stingy with those missiles and firing them from a closer distance. Not bad being stingy here. FTQ is pretty much confident. They fire those missiles. They're even, lighter, I would say, in that sense. They can fly higher, faster, and then probably the next missile is going to be more effective. Or they saturate with that the opponent's RWR and then turn them cold, and one can fly like this high while everyone else is under 20,000 feet. One can fly high, everyone is scanning low, and then probably he can then get closer and fire missile from top. So if he now sees officer and fires on officer, officer has no chance to get away. Officer is definitely in his kill zone, but he's not seeing officer because he's scanning very high. Probably he's scanning slide here. He's only there for slide. He has no eyes for officer. He has no eyes for Kikaku. His eyes only see slide, and this is for slide. And see what slide is going to do that with that in 38,000 feet high. Now he gets the warning. He gets the warning, and he goes for a dive. Is he gonna do that? No, he's not. He's not. It was too high. He didn't really react to the RWR symbology coming from his 10 o'clock and was so focused on baseball. So, Evil, is he okay? Is he okay? I think so. Yeah, he is okay. Cool. Good. I might be wrong, but 4v4 is, when not the most difficult, one of the most difficult formats that you can have. When you lose one, and then at the same time the second one, then it's very difficult to come back in a 2v4 situation. And this way they need to be very careful. Nemesis should be very careful. Okay, Birdlaw is on baseball. We stay with them. Here, one shot. Baseball is high, and he trusts his engine and want to fly away from that missile instead of going to maneuver and try to out-G the missile. Now, 1 versus 4, Kikaku, home alone. Let's see. 1 slammer, 2 IRs. How is gonna utilize them? How efficient? Here we go. 1 is up there, flying away. Was it on him? I believe so. Yeah, now he's diving. Or not? No, it was not for him. It was probably for Wonder. Or maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. So, it's interesting. They are flying away from Kikaku. They're rearranging themselves. Mako has probably still missiles. Yeah, he has still missiles. So, no need to just run away. That was not... he has only aim 9s. Okay. I thought he had also AMRAAM to fire, but yeah. Mako was not hot to him from the aspect, so they wouldn't really here do anything. So, yeah. Now, missiles will rain. Missile will rain from everywhere. And too late. So, they have lost. The blue has the control of the battery area now with no losses. So, they are all flyable as of now. And the question is now if they can go on land or they need to wait. Let me ask the organizer. Can they go straight for RTB or need to wait? Let me see. But either way, they need to go all the way to Tbilisi, and they need at least 5 minutes to fly this distance. And this way, the 5 minutes, the 5 minutes from the script side is actually fulfilled by then. So probably I don't need to tell them anything. Yeah. So if you watch this and you have a team and would like to compete in this tournament, make sure that you go and be a member of the Discord server. Let me see if I have the link for you. I should have somewhere. And I can put it in the chat. Yeah, so they can RTB. Okay, so I can tell them. Yeah, so as I said, the link will follow, and as I said, we gotta have some improvements there, and this is what we will announce, and we have also some more exciting things to come. So make sure that you're on the Discord. Thank you. I have the link now. Thanks, Rage, for supporting me. I'm gonna put it into the chat. Wow. Revenge says in this season they only lost one match. That this is really good, and it's a great results. Well done. Well done. So yeah, very exciting. I was also flying the tournament, and I should say I really enjoyed it. 4v4 format is, as I said, to me is one of the most difficult formats. I might be wrong, but I think 4v4 is even more difficult than 6v6 and 8v8. For sure, you have more communication, more coordination in 6v6 and 8v8, but 4v4 is really hard to fly. My humble opinion, and we really enjoyed that. We just had the chance to fly versus a couple of great teams like 104th, for example. We played 2 times versus 104th. We were really they really pushed us, and this is actually for a small team like mine is a great chance to just face big teams. You don't get a chance very often to just go and fly a scrim or anything with those teams because they're too busy. They're doing so many tournaments. They are in a different time zone, and this is really a good chance to just face those teams. Or when teams are there from Japan, for example, 343. These guys make it even possible to scream us from time to time, but you cannot do it very often because they have 8 or 7 hours time shift, and they need to go to work the next day. And in a tournaments like this, where they're dedicated to and they make themselves available, there's a big chance to just fly versus those good teams. Look at that formation. Yeah, and then I don't know how many matches, but I know that some teams are in due and they need to close the season. So if you're out there, you have still matches undone, please schedule as soon as you can. We need to just change the missions very soon for the next upcoming season and the format. So make sure that you do that so that we have also a result and we can publish it so everybody knows how his team is doing in comparison to the other ones. The initial idea was to just have a league this year and then see how the teams are playing, and that the first, let's say the upper half, go to the Division 1 next season, and lower half go to Division 2. I don't know if it is still the case. The organization will then decide if it's so, or we're gonna have only one league next year too. I can't say that. I don't know that, so I don't want to let's say talk too much. But we will see if you have these two leagues as we initially wanted, or it's going to be one league as this year. But some new good things will come, so stay tuned. And don't forget to go and be on Discord server to just subscribe or follow any kind of announcement channels to get those infos directly into your desired channel at your own server. And make sure if you're there and you're out there, you have an open match and you announce it. I'm very, very, very lazy in reading Discord channels just because, as any of you, we are all over Discord and all over those channels, and you always don't have time to read all the announcements and everything. So make sure that if you want me to just make myself available to be able to stream your match, just drop me a line and let me know when your match is scheduled for, and I do my best to make myself free at that time to just stream yours. So let's go and watch the result of our prediction. So interesting. I mean, the number of participants was not very high, but the submissions were definitely in favor of FTQ, and everybody who participated in this prediction said, no, we're not seeing a third match. And I think that one of these guys will probably successfully land. So we're going to choose the outcome. We're going to say no, and we complete the prediction. And yeah, we have the winners. Prediction result is no, and the lucky winners are... Oh, 1.5k bits goes to Revenge and Rage. These guys are the winner. Congratulations. Have fun with that. So let's see who is gonna land first this time. They go around. Who's gonna land first? Probably Birdlaw. Yeah, the wheels, the gears are down. Anytime soon he needs to go for final turn. Here we go. That's a long, long turn. More G's. And that runway looks crazy from that perspective. And Wonder touchdown. Okay, so let's go and update the result. FTQ 2, Nemesis 0 at the end of the round 2. And this is best of 3. F-16 is also landed now. And the other two guys are still coming in. Evil. Under 25, under 22 knots. It's too slow. Okay, is his Raven up? Under 30 now. He's very, very slow. You should be really low on fuel. Under 27. And oh, too much flare, but he is light enough to be able to come to full stop. And Mako lands from the other side and they share the runway. Cool. So with that, you're at the end of the match tonight. Hope see you soon here again. Thanks for watching this with me and your kind support. Take care of yourself. Have a good rest of Sunday and see you soon, guys. Bye-bye.
Affirmative, Top Gun 556, fly heading 040, maintain 16,000, report field in sight. latitude.
There she goes. Hey, what's going on there?
And at 02, follow the 14, cleared for visual overhead approach, runway 24, contact the tower at 6 DME at 3000.